Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Intuitive Decisions. I'm excited to get this one going. This one is about connections. So each month I hold this circle. It's open to anybody who is interested in really playing with their intuition. And we do have some flow members here. So thank you for coming. So it's an extra little meditation for you guys. Um, is anybody new to me here? Does anyone know Una, maybe? The Saroni, I know that you came to one of the office hour ones, but I'm not sure if you've done meditations with me before. So I'm actually going to, I got some background noise, so I'm just going to mute everybody. Okay, perfect. So if you're new, then let me introduce myself. My name is Nicole Meltzer. I'm the author of the best-selling book, Intuitive Languages. And part of my world is everything intuitive. So I have a couple of programs that we dive into using your intuition in different ways. So what we're going to experience today in Intuitive Decisions is very much like what we do in the Flow program, which is a monthly membership where we dive into developing your intuition, understanding what the messages are that you receive in meditations, and also out in the world as you're traveling about your day. So I like to make it fun. I like to make it practical and show just how easy it is to tap into your intuition. So that's what we're going to experience today. And I like to start the circles with a little bit of a journal prompt. So hopefully you have some paper and pen handy. And we're going to journal for just a few minutes now on what goals you're currently working on. So these can be professional goals or personal goals, because this is intuitive decisions. So we're going to make some decisions today. That is my intention for you, is that by the end of this session, you will have made a decision on something that you've been waffling about. I'm going to put myself on mute. We'll just give a few minutes to do this journal prompt. So again, it's what goals are you currently working on professionally or personally? Okay, just wrap up that last idea there. And as you look at your list of goals that you're currently working on, just kind of scan over them. Which one jumps out to you as this one is the one that if I could make a decision on today, it's going to move my life forward, whether that's your personal life, your professional life, whatever. This would move your life forward. Right. Okay, so you can highlight it, you can circle it, whatever. Bring all your attention to it right now. This is the one that we're going to take into meditation. Okay, let me explain a little bit about how we do meditations in this context. So I'm going to guide you through an experience, basically. And there's going to be key points where I'll say, notice what you notice here. And at that point, you can open your eyes and write down what it is that you notice. Now, you might notice it as something that you see. It might be something that you feel. It might be something that you hear, or you might just know something's there, or you might be like, yeah, I don't see, feel, hear, or anything, but this is popping in my head. Go with that. Whatever the first thing is, go with that. That is the message. You'll see, we'll come out of the meditation afterwards and translate it into a message. So don't take it as this is exactly what I'm supposed to get from this, because there's a whole metaphor that I'll take you through afterwards to understand what it actually means. This takes out the need for your brain to analyze it and rationalize, and it thinks it knows what the way forward is, kind of thing. But we want to receive this information in a way that we're not analyzing it or processing it with our left brain. We're letting our right brain do the work right now. Okay, so get yourself in a comfy position. Make sure you have your notebook and pen handy. So in those moments when I say notice what you notice there, you can open your eyes and write it down, and then close your eyes and go back in. Okay. And if it's possible to be on camera, that makes it much easier to go through this. Okay. Closing your eyes, getting comfortable, taking a deep, deep breath in, bringing that breath all the way down to your belly, and breathing out, letting go of any tension you might be feeling in the body. Another deep breath, bringing that down into the pelvis. Maybe you need to make some adjustments in your seat. Great. And imagine now you're at the top of an escalator. Put your hand on the handrail and step on as it gently guides you down, down in this brightly lit place, feeling safe and secure, and feeling excited for what you're going to experience when you step off this escalator. And as you step off, you see that there's a hallway in front of you. This hallway is wide, it's brightly lit, and it's exciting because every door is a different color. Every door is a different texture. And you can feel your curiosity rising inside of you. As you walk down this hallway, you're thinking about that goal that you circled earlier, that one that's going to move you forward in your life, that one that if you could complete it and achieve it, you know that life would be so much better. And as you're walking down this hallway, you come to a door that has that goal written on it. So, of course, this gets your attention and you stand in front of it. Now, again, you might be seeing this, you might be perceiving it in another way, or you might just know that right now you're standing in front of the door that has your goal on it. Place your hand on the doorknob and open the door. And notice who is there, who or what is there. You can open your eyes and write down who or what is there as you open the door. When you're done writing that down, close your eyes and be back in that space. Now that person or thing hands you a gift. What's the gift? Again, you can write that down. You may see that gift or just know what the gift is, or something comes to your mind right now. What is it? So write down what the gift is from this person or thing. And once you've written it down, close your eyes and be back in that space. And as you're standing there, you realize that there's something in your pocket. Take that thing out of your pocket and you hand it to this person or thing in front of you. What is it that you took out of your pocket? You write that down. And then bring yourself back up the hallway to the escalator. Let the escalator bring you up. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Let's translate this. Okay. So who would like to go first? Gonna help you translate and understand what all that craziness meant.
Oh,
Michelle.
God.
Oh my God, Michelle, it's going first.
I know. That never happens.
Awesome. Okay, so well, if you're comfortable saying what the goal is, say that. If not, that's fine too. So
No, I'm comfortable. I mean, it's just moving my body daily,
love it.
getting to that point where every day I'm doing something.
Love it. Perfect. So who was there when you opened the door, or what was there
So
when
it
you
wasn't a person, it was interesting because the room was kind of narrow and fairly dark, and
Mm-hmm.
it had things but I couldn't tell what it was. And then I zoned in on a treadmill, which I have in the basement, but you could see out of a window, you could see nature.
Right.
So it
Okay.
was treadmill and a kind of a smallish window, but I could tell that there was nature on the other side.
Let's go with the treadmill. Let's translate that one. So what's a treadmill to you?
It's it's moving, it's walking, which is something I love. And when I get myself down there, I put on Pandora and I dance on the treadmill.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's movement. Okay, so you have the goal of more movement, and then you saw, would you call it a tool for movement or a um how else would you describe? Like what makes it different than going out for a walk?
Safer.
Okay. Okay, a safe tool for movement. Okay, so
Mhm.
this one represents who or what you need to connect to. So you need to connect to that safety and movement. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So being in a place of this is really good. I like this because this gives us the more abstract experience of how to translate this. So in order to reach your goal, first you must tune into the safety that comes with movement, with the goal of movement. Okay. So then what did it give you? What was the gift?
I just I got the word dancing.
Okay. And what's dancing to you?
It's it's joy, it's freedom, um it's rhythm, it's I feel it in the gut.
Okay, in the gut. Okay, that's important for health if you're looking for that. So, okay, so by connecting into the safety part of movement, then what this one represents what you receive from this connection. So by connecting to safety, what you receive is all of those things that you just listed about dancing. Okay. All
Okay.
right. And then what was in your pocket? What did you give that treadmill?
A harmonica.
What does that mean?
I mean, I haven't had a harmonica in decades.
What makes
I
a
don't know.
harmonica different than any other instrument? What makes it
I mean, all you do, well, I don't want to downplay how hard the harmonica can be, but it's a tool where you basically blow and you get notes. And when I dabbled with harmonica in the past, it was usually like happy tunes, and I know the blues and all that have beautiful
Mhm.
harmonica pieces, but to me it's like you get immediate satisfaction of notes without having to find them. Um,
Awesome.
and it's using your breath.
Okay, love that. Okay, so this one represents what you share in this. So we've created this connection. There's something you receive, and then there's something that you give as a result of this connection. So as a result of connecting to the safety in movement, you've got all the things that you received based on dance, and what you give out as a result of that is everything that you just said about being with the harmonica. It's instant, right?
Mhm.
There's joy, there's happiness. And I would say too, with the harmonica, it's something that is very easy to take with you everywhere you go, right? It's not a trumpet, it's not a trombone, you know. You're not carrying that in your pocket. So
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Interesting, because that is such a analogy to the modality I'm
yeah,
practicing now.
absolutely. So
It's
then
like
that's your
boom.
extra layer to deep dig into.
Okay.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you.
Very good, Michelle. Good start. Awesome.
Thank you.
Who is willing to go next? Yeah, Sherry.
Okay, so the goal that I'm working on is being more intentional with my networking.
Yeah.
And there's been some question, do I work more on one-to-one connections or try a new different group, or what group of the groups I'm in do I focus my attention on? So it was like a whole lot of questions going in, but it was about being intentional with networking.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So who was on the at the door?
When I went in the room, it was a table with one person seated there who
Okay.
I did not know.
Okay. Amazing. So, okay, this is great. So, first of all, there's a table. So, what does a table represent?
place to sit down and eat, do work, whatever.
Right. So a place to sit, in other words, to be stationary with. And there's a person there, so that's creating that connection, right? And it's a one-on-one connection, which is interesting with the networking part of it. Okay, cool. I'm feeling that it's more about that than it is who it is, the actual person there. So that person is representing all the people that you could possibly connect with.
Yep.
Okay, but it's more focused on getting into a place where you're intentionally coming together to connect. Okay, what was the gift they give you?
A book,
A book. And what's a book?
knowledge,
Knowledge.
information.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So by bringing yourself to the table, right? So by bringing yourself forward, you're going to receive all of like this information, wisdom, all of those things. Awesome. Okay, and then what did you give?
This,
What's
a
that?
worry stone with the word courage on it.
I love it. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Okay,
You told
so
me to reach in my pocket, and that's what was there. It's like,
okay. I love how
there you go.
literal you are. You're awesome. Okay, so what's a worry stone? One, let's start with that.
Um, so for me, something to just fidget with to calm you down and make it, you know, I don't know, just as a calming thing.
I love that. Gee, I wonder if this is something that you're giving others, and considering that you do legal work, do you think that perhaps people connecting with you just might be a little bit worried about things?
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah, perhaps, perhaps. That's awesome. So that's the gift that you give, is the courage to actually hold that worry, right?
Mhm.
To actually hold the worry and work through it and give it a focus. So I love that. I love that message. You get to receive this information, this let's go, I'm getting to go deeper. So what else? What else does a book give? Go deeper with that one.
Well, it would depend on the book. So
Mhm.
fiction, nonfiction. If it's nonfiction, often I mean, if it's fiction, it's an escape. It's
Right.
it's a vacation almost.
Mhm.
Um, if it's nonfiction, it's typically information, knowledge, next steps, ways forward, things to try.
Right. And if you really held that book, which is it? Just the first thing that comes to your mind.
I'm pretty sure it was nonfiction.
Nonfiction. Okay. All right. So let's go with that part of it. Okay. So with networking, how can these connections help you to be able to give more of this courage over worry? So what's the information that they would be bringing you? Um, Perhaps they're going to connect you with others that would be your ideal client, things like that. That's what would be coming through, and things that you can use in your business too.
Right. Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's amazing. So get on that networking, bring yourself to the table. That's the moral of the story.
Bring myself to the table. Yep. Got it.
I love it. So good.
Yeah.
Amazing. Who would like to go next? Yeah, Christina. Good.
Okay, so my goal is to really get clear on the service that I'm offering in my business.
Yep.
And so I envisioned this like I don't know if it was an event space. It almost felt like those grand like Vegas hotels.
Yeah.
And when I walked into the room, it looked like a venue. And there were people working and doing things with tables and chairs. And yeah, so I just saw like a bunch of people doing different things.
Awesome. Okay. So what's an event space like that for you? How would you translate that?
Um,
What do they represent?
so, I mean, it represents like where I'd want to be, like the type of business that I'm looking at being launching in.
Yeah.
Um, it almost made me feel like I was overseeing, which is also what I like to do, as opposed to being the person in there doing all of that.
Right. Right. So what do you think you need to connect to based on that?
Um, I feel like the people that are in there, like doing that type of work.
Okay. So you need to connect with the people who do the things that you would oversee.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. And what gift did they give you?
I it was a black box, but I got the sense that it was a dress for me to wear to the event.
Oh, that's cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
I like that. So what's
Yeah.
a dress? We'll start with that. What's a dress? Because you have the feeling that it's a dress.
Style.
Okay.
Uh, I was thinking like identity.
Mm, that's good. Okay. And what is a box?
Um, so a gift, it's like a surprise.
Hmm. Okay, I love this. By connecting to these people that you would be overseeing. So it's interesting that this came up considering all the things that you've been considering.
Yeah.
Um, by connecting with them, you get the gift of your identity, and you might just be surprised by what they offer to you. Like, what is it that they reflect back to you as you're talking with them? Interesting. What did you give them?
I gave them a card and I'm thinking it was a business card.
Okay.
Like it
So
felt like
what's a business card?
um connection.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's also like a sign of confidence
Yes.
for um and I still feel like there's something with identity there because it's like
Yeah.
representing who I am.
Yeah. So this is what you put out into the world, right?
Mm.
When you when you're sharing this, you also give permission to others to be in their identity, their unique identity, because a business card is unique, right, to each person that hands it out. So it's interesting. It's almost like this connection, the giving and receiving, it definitely has everything to do with identity, which is what you were looking for, right? Because you want clarity on what the service is. But also there's like a role for everybody to play in making this great event happen.
Mm.
And your card is your role. And their part is their role. But everybody's got their role. And
Yeah,
together you all make it happen,
yeah,
which is beautiful because then it's a community making something happen and instead of just one person making it happen, right?
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Love that. Okay, so you know who you need to reach out to. You
Okay.
need to reach out to these people who go and, the party planners, the event planners, things like that.
Mm.
And I would say even the catering companies, you know,
Mhm.
you might be
Right.
surprised at what they can bring forward for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
Mhm. Thank
Great.
you.
Yeah. Okay. Who would like to go next? We got two more.
Okay, I will go with Saroni.
Hi.
Hi. Um, okay, the goal that I chose was to have a weight loss to one go down to 125. The
Okay.
weight. I've been battling with my weight for a while, so that
Okay.
one popped out the most instead of the business.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay. So great. So weight release. Okay.
Yeah.
So who or what was there when you opened the door?
When I opened the door, it was dark. It was jet black, dark. And then the lights went on, and a bunch of people saying, surprise and surprise.
Oh, you had a surprise party. I love that. Okay.
Congratulations. Yeah, and clapping.
Nice.
And
Okay. So
Yeah.
when you think of surprise parties, what words would you use to describe a surprise party?
Fun,
Mhm.
joy, happiness.
Yeah, perfect. Those are
Yeah.
great. So by connecting into joy, happiness, and fun, you bring yourself closer to this goal of the weight loss.
Oh.
And now what was the gift that you were given?
Um, a slim, tall man stepped forward and gave me um, a black velvet ring box with a ring inside.
Well, hello there. That sounds nice. So what does that mean to you? How would you translate that? In other words, what does the ring mean? What does it represent?
Love.
Love. Okay, awesome. By connecting to the joy, happiness, and fun, you receive love. Okay. And
Okay.
what did you give back?
I give back a gold key ring with a single key on it.
Okay, beautiful. What's a key? What does a key do?
Open doors.
Okay, great. And
Um,
and what does no, I was going to say what does a key ring mean, but they're saying no. Okay, so opening doors, and
mhm.
they want to leave it at that. So you okay, by connecting to fun, happiness, and what was the other one?
Joy, joy.
Yeah, joy.
Mhm. Yeah.
You receive love and you give an opening of doors. So what does an opening of doors mean to you?
Opportunities,
Yeah, opportunities. Perfect.
possibilities,
Yes,
possibilities, uh, manifestation of my desires.
love it. Love it. And you give that,
Unlimited possibilities. Yeah.
yeah, and you give that to others too, which is beautiful because there's this reciprocation happening, right? So
Oh, okay. Wow.
lovely. I think that's an awesome message.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, great.
Didn't think it would turn out that way.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
Okay, Una, you want to go through yours? And if you're able to unmute. Or not. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. So does anybody need any clarification on their message? It was all pretty clear. I love that. We had movement, we had networking, we had clarity on services, we had weight release. I love how it doesn't really matter what your goal is, whether it's personal or professional. You can get information by tapping into your intuition and then make a decision on it. So here's my challenge to each one of you now, and you can just put it into the chat. What are you committed to? What's your decision? Based on this information that you just received from your guides, the universe, God, whatever it is you believe is traveling with you on this journey, based on that, what are you committed to doing? Because it's great to get information, but if you do nothing with it, then nothing moves. So we want to move things forward on our goals. What would you like to do? Okay. Okay, so Sherry's going to schedule a one-to-one meeting in the next week. Love it. Perfect. Bringing yourself to the table. I love it. Who else? Tony's going to engage. Oop, I'm going through. Sorry. Engage in more joyful and fun activities. I love that. Go have fun. That's how you release the weight. I love it. Michelle is figuring out what is blocking. Okay. So what is blocking you based on this information? What do you think is blocking you? I'm making Michelle stretch because we work together, so.
Let me read the notes again.
Okay, well, you read the notes. Christina put that she's going to make a connection with ideal client event planner. I love it. Perfect. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, Michelle.
I mean, the one thing that comes to mind is using the body code to figure out what it is that's blocking. Because, you know, I know how I feel when I get on the treadmill, and I know how I feel when I dance.
Right.
And I love qigong, and
Yeah.
you know, I used to be a workout fiend, and now I can't get myself to do it.
So what was the connection that you were given? The first thing, how did you translate it again? It was,
It was safety and movement.
right. So your first action step would be finding that safety. So what's the safety in movement? First thing that comes to your mind right now. Safety in movement is that right there. There was something right there. What was it? What came up? It doesn't have to make sense. We can translate it. It can be just a metaphor.
Um, it's interesting. It what came up was just being by myself, doing it on my own, not like joining a gym or doing
Right.
classes.
All right.
Because I've, you know, I've signed up for Body Groove, you know, which you can
Yeah.
do online. I've signed up for Denise Austin, and I not even watching a video.
Right. So it doesn't work for you, clearly. What does being by yourself mean? Let's translate that.
Um, Grounding, um, being able to think, just being in my thoughts. When I have Pandora on and I'm listening to favorite songs, it
Mhm.
takes me to places I want to go.
Okay. So your first action step, how would it feel to just put Pandora on?
I do
Before,
that when I do housework.
perfect. Perfect. So you do that and then let it take you to the treadmill or let it take you for a walk outside or let it, whatever it is that you're going to, or let it take you to go do one of the videos.
Yeah, yeah. Part of the safety is not walking outside. It's not like we
Okay.
live in a dangerous environment, but there's more and more stuff happening. Um, you know,
Okay.
and I just don't feel safe walking out by myself.
Okay. So then it'll be either the video or the treadmill
Okay.
and you get to decide. So what are you committing to?
I'm gonna try that. Put on Pandora first and let it take
That's
me.
it. Like it's
Yeah.
that simple. It doesn't have to be a big figuring things out, right? Just let it take you where it's going to take you. I love that so much. That's amazing.
Thank
Uh,
you.
yeah, absolutely. Any other things come up for anyone that I can help you with? All good. Amazing. Okay, so good. I hope you enjoyed this. I would love to invite you to something that I am just about to release. You're going to get an email on this later, but I'll give you a heads up. We're about to start our next round of the Intuitive Languages Blueprint, which is my course that's attached to the book. Michelle did it last year. And it's a 3-month program. I'm really excited for this one. I put an early bird offer in where the bonuses actually value more than what the what the cost of the program is. So in Intuitive Languages Blueprint, we go through all of the different chapters in intuitive languages, and you get to define what your language is. In other words, how it is that you receive messages from the universe, from your guides, and how you can be in more conversation and be able to deepen your connection so that you can make decisions quickly and instantly. Um, I found that people who are doing our flow program at the same time, so Michelle was in flow and the intuitive languages at the same time, and I found that it was a real deepening that would happen because you're putting it into practice right away. So what I did for the early bird bonus is put in 3 months access to Flow. So if you're already in Flow, then you can gift that to somebody else, to a friend that you think could use that. And also a 30-minute check-in call with the Trilumni, which is the energies that I trans-channel and that I co-wrote the book with. So you can ask them anything. And yeah, so there's that. I'm going to put the details in here. Oh yeah, you can go on Amazon to purchase the book. It's right on Amazon, wherever Amazon is for you, wherever you are in the world. And let me put this link in. If you want to read more about what Intuitive Languages Blueprint is all about, here is the link. So on Saturday at 11 Eastern at night, will be, there we go. We'll be closing down the early bird, and then the cart will close for registration next Thursday, and we start next Friday. So yeah, you're taking it again because you have access to it forever, Michelle. So and anybody else who jumps in. So you get to do another round. Yeah, definitely. So keep deepening, and then where you'll stretch by doing it the second time around is that you'll start becoming more multilingual, which is awesome when that starts happening. So if you have any questions, just reach out. Anyways, so thank you for joining me today, and I'll stay on if anybody has any questions, but otherwise go out and do awesome stuff in the world. Okay, I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Nicole.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for joining.
Bye-bye.
Bye.